Alright. Well, this might be it, right? Like, I've got nothing more in my case file, in my investigation notes. I think the investigation's pretty much set. I know I can talk to, like, some of the people again, but I don't know if I really want to. I kind of just want to, like, be done. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here we go. Hey, do that. That's exactly what I need. Now, fucking love that laughter. He's great. Yeah, let me go back up there really quick. And then I'll go back to Judge. And we'll go to the trial. Yeah, Lydia, one more last time. So, I honestly don't know who the actual killer is. I can't really tell you. I think I'm gonna have to piece it all together in the trial itself. But I have the clues. I have all the facts ready. Everyone is very suspicious, I will say.
The investigator.
Are you our savior as well?
Is paradise worth saving?
I don't fucking know. Are you ready to start the trial that will determine the fate of the Syndicate? We found facts and crafted a truth. I'm ready to work through this with you, Lady Loved Eyes. We shall examine your case file and cast a light upon the shadowy recesses where truth lies.
The door to truth will open.
You ready to be in the trials, Lady Loved Eyes? This is the point of no return. Ensuring that you are happy with your evidence and reasoning. There is no going back. Let's expose the truth.
Lady Loved Eyes.
Are you sure, Lady Loved Eyes? This is the point of no return where we descend into the madness of crime. The penalty for anyone you convict of any crime will be death as dictated by Syndicate law. Please be sure.
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
It's true. I'm overjoyed to hear that. Please wait while I summon the suspects in the Chamber of Justice. Hey. We did it. So, let me explain how we shall uncover truths and lies. We will hold a trial for each case file logged in Starlight.
Show me your truth.
You'll choose which suspects you wish to accuse and present your argument against them. I am an impartial tool of justice. I shall analyze your evidence and determine if you have proven your case. Can you break alibis? Can you put the suspect at the scene? How strong is your case? All that matters is that justice is carried out. I am not interested in speculation and weak prosecutions. I need the truth. We will find the suspect responsible for each crime.
The door to truth will open.
Okay, Judge. Anyone found guilty will be executed. This is the crime to end all crimes. Anyone involved cannot be allowed to infect Perfect 25 with their criminality. You will do the execution. The investigation freak will execute justice. Be confident about who you accuse. Are you clear on how the trials work? Do you need me to repeat? I'm ready to go. Let's breathe life back into paradise. Oh shit.
What the hell?
Judge, the island is ending. Our home shatters before
This
us.
is nonsense.
This farce has gone on for long enough. It is time to move on to the new island, Judge. I am the acting leader. I initiated the shutdown.
Do your job.
The prime suspect has been sitting behind bars while the freak runs around the island chasing down false
It is
leads.
cowardly to
You have
insinuate,
until the end of the
investigator.
island to do your trial. The truth may not be as simple as you believe, Architect. I am doing this for the good of the Syndicate. Perfect 25 is waiting. You cannot do that. Judge, the clock is ticking. What does this mean for the trials? We don't have much time, Loved Eyes. The white smoke of oblivion threatens to consume the truth. You will have one desperate chance to find the truth for each case file. Make
This
it
is
count.
nonsense.
The rest of the Syndicate are in agreement. It is time to move on and execute Henry.
You
Fuck
fucking kidding me?
You're overstepping your authority,
The
Architect.
facts and the truth
Judge, let's breathe
are
life
not
back
the
in the
same.
Oh my god, stop saying that. Loved Eyes. You are authorized to once again wield your service weapon. Take hold of a chamber full of justice. Use it at the end of the trials to execute the guilty. Any involvement with this heinous crime carries a sentence of death.
I am the leader.
Judge, this is severe. This is the crime to end all crimes. Any amount of involvement is a heresy against the gods, an atrocity against the Syndicate. Or do you disagree?
I beg your pardon?
I do not. Be strong in your accusations, investigator. The penalty for any of these crimes is death. It's been a while since I executed
The
justice.
journey into truth and justice begins.
Okay. Can I just talk to these people? Grand Marshal.
Nenorachito, you're out of your mind.
Wrap this up. So I can talk to them, but speak to the suspects and collect your gun. We'll commence trial shortly. Oh. You have retrieved your gun. I hope you appreciate how serious your accusations will be. Return to the stand when you're ready to talk. Crimson. Hope you know what you're doing, lady. I mean, I don't really need to talk to them, do I?
Lady Loveday.
Investigator, we'll begin the trials. Henry's escape. Henry allegedly escaped during his execution, broke through the prison bars, and headed to the council building, murdering the martial guards, traversing the holy seals, and killing the council before being apprehended at the scene. How did Henry escape? How did the accused killer break out of incarceration? Is it as the report states, or did something else happen? Henry Division is alleged to have escaped the desolation cell and murdered the council. Investigator, peel back the shroud of inscrutability, bring forward the sweet smile of truth. Okay. Escaped during his execution, broke through the prison bars, and headed to the council building, murdered the guards. No evidence. Yeah, the military grade, the impossible time frame, everything kind of just says dead killer demon. It's Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Are you sure you want to continue with this accusation? Present your evidence to the judge. Once you confirm, you will not be able to reverse the court proceedings. Yep.
Is this a fact?
I believe this was part of a plan by Akiko.
Turpa.
Narorosito. The freak is lying. Tota hasta yo prakarai. The Grand Marshal broke the primary suspect out of prison. She put him in the prison she put him in.
Show me.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Akiko broke the procedure when she went to execute Henry. She shouldn't have gone by herself. She was either doing something illicit or giving him an opportunity.
I'm a soldier.
Ha! Is that the best you've got? I thought you were supposed to be the investigation freak. Speculating with nothing to back it up seems like a poor showing for Judge's big hope. She's right. This is speculation, not
Show
evidence.
me your
Present-
truth.
Well, the broken bars. The bars on the prison bridge were supposedly torn open by Henry with his demonic strength. Starlight analyzed the bars and found traces of thermite, not demonic residue.
I have a bad feeling
Thermite is a
about
military-grade
this.
explosive that burns through pretty much anything. Akiko faked that part of his escape. Grand Marshal? Never trust computers. Her little calculator got it wrong. Henry is demonic. What does Starlight know about demons? The freak tried to analyze something that Starlight doesn't recognize, and the closest match is thermite. Residue sample, 68% thermite. Yeah, but we already know. Thermite is an anti-material weapon and burns at an extremely high temperature.
When love
Akiko
dies,
used it to open the prison
all that
bars and make it look
remains
like
are
Henry escaped.
Nenorachito.
This is a lie. A good truth. Please, let us sample some more.
Show me your
Present your
truth.
evidence. Construct a truth. The time frame in Akiko's report doesn't match up. There is no way Henry could have gotten off the desolation cell, made it to the council building, traversed the holy seals, and murdered the council and be found at 12:03. Akiko lied.
Ishbebune.
Grand Marshal, respect the civility of the courthouse. Do you have a proper response?
Nenorachito.
She's making that up. The freak is making me out to be a liar. She's cooked up a little story to frame me. How did Henry cross the bridge, get through all the seals, murder the council, and exit the building by 0003? 12:03.
What?
Este Prost, he's got a demon in him. The demon gave him speed and strength. There's no evidence to suggest that. That's correct, Grand Marshal. Your word here isn't good enough. You are speculating without any evidence to back it up.
Show me
Present
your
your evidence.
truth.
Construct a truth. Henry was dosed up with inhibitors. How could he have escaped if he was fully sedated? Doctor, was his dosage correct?
That's not
Yes,
nice.
Judge, as it has been for the last 10 years. Do you have anything to say, Grand
I'll
Marshal?
kill you.
The demon inside him tricked us. It waited for the right moment. The inhibitors had never been right, but we didn't know. Doctor?
Theoretically,
That's quite the claim. It would mean the demon was capable of plotting and fooling us for a decade.
strange.
There's no medical evidence to suggest this happened.
Paradise feels
Very
wrong.
convenient that the demon pulled the trick off right at the end of the island. Why not attack sooner? This isn't hard evidence, but I'm taken into consideration.
Show me your truth.
I can break Henry's alibi. Lady Love dies. Henry stands accused by everyone except you. Do the facts lie? Do you believe in the official version of events? No. The truth is
When
distorted.
love dies,
The facts are
all
wrong.
that
Henry didn't go to the
remains
council
are
building
the
by
facts.
himself. Fuck yeah, this is getting interesting.
Got it.
Henry remembers almost nothing about last night except seeing New Night. He specifically remembers seeing the goddess. She didn't speak to him, he saw the goddess. The only statue of New Night is in the barracks, and a normal citizen can't know that because the barracks are classified. Henry has been in the barracks though. That's where detainees are processed when they're arrested. The statue is in the main barracks ground. Prisoners don't go through there, correct Akiko? When I was arrested on Island 13, I only saw the entrance to the barracks which connects directly to the underground holding cells. I'm not answering that, it's classified. Grand Marshal, you'll be found in contempt if you refuse to answer. Fine. Arrested individuals are taken through the main gate and directly down to the holding
Crime
cells.
cannot hide.
Henry could only have seen New Night if he went through the tunnel that connects the Desolation Cell to the barracks. When he was arrested and taken to the Desolation Cell, he'd have to go through the main barracks grounds.
Got it.
That was 10 years ago. He has lost all of his memory from that incident. The only thing he remembers is New Night last night. This sounds like a stretch.
I
Investigator.
have a
The
bad
only way to get to the
feeling
council
about
buildings from
this.
the Desolation Cell in the window of time stated is via the front gate of the HQ. The Nightmare computer logs on the HQ entrance have no records of Henry going through them. I don't believe he went through them. If he didn't go through the entrance, this whole case is thrown into disarray. The demonic sigils that cover Henry's bodies were found daubed in blood at the scene of the first Seal Marshals. What of them? Henry doesn't draw those symbols. There are no records of this occurring, and it is not in line with how the demon inside him behaves. The sigils formed on his skin through the projection of demonic language from the demon inside him. The demon scorched him with its own anger. Did the demon make him draw them? No, the demon doesn't micromanage Henry's actions. It just sets him on a path. Henry doesn't speak the demon's language either. I find it unlikely that Henry would perfectly recreate sigils from a language he doesn't speak. How did they get there then? Most likely drawn by whoever was trying to frame him. Couldn't he have copied them from his own body? Only if he had a mirror and the time to do it. Very well. Excellent work. You have taken the lid off the box containing the truth. Henry's alibi is broken.
Show me your truth.
Prison. I can break Akiko's alibi. The truth requires us to examine Akiko's alibi. Akiko went to execute Henry, but alleges that Henry escaped at 2352. She claims she found him outside the council building at 12:03. I called witness as I left the Desolation Cell to go to the barracks to organize a search for Henry. Can anyone confirm that the Grand Marshal returned to the barracks? The Marshals confirmed that she went back to the barracks.
Don't test me.
However, it is hard to take their word as they are fiercely loyal to you and refuse to give me any physical evidence. Did you confirm the
I
phone?
don't like
Akiko's
this.
phone records are apparently classified, and the investigator isn't allowed to access them. Witness confirmed that he got a call from Akiko.
Crime
I took
cannot
Witness's
hide.
phone and analyzed the records at a comms tower. Starlight did some backtracing on the calls and it appears Akiko lied. The call she made to Witness wasn't from the Desolation Cell. The comms tower put her at the location of the Syndicate HQ, which throws her timeline of events into question and puts her near the scene of the crime.
Nenorachito.
Gura, Darfa Miniskunosa. Watch your language in the House of Justice. She's lying. Her little pocket calculator is wrong. She hasn't checked my phone. The data is incorrect.
Is this a fact?
Witness testified
or
that
a
on the
truth?
call from Akiko, he couldn't hear the Desolation Cell's distinctive, dreadful atmosphere, or the ocean.
Don't test
That is
me.
inconclusive proof, but it still suggests she wasn't where she claims. The rock of secrecy has been lifted and the truth exposed. The Grand Marshal's alibi has been broken.
Show me your truth.
I have nothing to present. You have proven that the official version of events for Akiko and Henry's movements last night are total fantasy. Combined with your evidence, you have created a truth that glints brilliantly in the light shown by the facts. I have considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. What the fuck does that mean? A truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proves Akiko guilty. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The harsh light of truth has shone upon your crime, and you will be sentenced to death. You were sworn to protect our beloved council. You pledged your blade for so long. You are a beacon of purity. Now you will be executed, and the marshals will lose their leader. The island sequences will never be the same again. Why did you do it?
Nenorochito.
You said I wouldn't hang for this. I beg your pardon, Grand Marshal. This was never part of the plan, you pompous tarpa. Who are you talking to? Carmelina, you said this would work. Now I have a gun to my head. If I'm going to, oh hell yeah, they're broken now. If I'm going down for this, so
the
are you.
ravings of the guilty lashing out.
I have no idea what she's talking about. Tell us everything, Akiko. You have nothing left to lose. If you were set up, you can have
Do
revenge.
you want to die?
You promised to induct my soldiers into the syndicate if I helped you. Now I'm going to be executed. Sio Sarcina de Rahatotoleste. Aha.
Rahat.
You used me. You weren't careful enough and now I'm going to die.
Rahat.
I faked Henry's escape. I was supposed to deliver him to outside the council building. Phone witness and deliver him to outside the council building. Phone witness and report that I found him after the council were dead.
This is
Carmelina?
nonsense.
She's lying. She's been found out in her own little scheme, and now she's trying to take innocent people down with her.
Nenorochito,
I took
you're
Henry
out
through
of
the
your
barracks
mind.
to the council building. The official report is a lie. Lady Lovedeyes? Sounds like a conspiracy, Judge. Open a case file.
Carmelina's conspiracy.
Oh. Hell yeah. Alright. So. Through Akiko's involvement. Lady Lovedeyes, while you're in here, you do not have access to the phones you have been using to record your progress. Would you like me to save your progress? Yeah, save. I'll save your progress before the next trial begins.
Getting saved.
Henry's demonic possession. A decade ago, Henry became possessed by a demon, killing his mother and allowing demonic corruption to spill out into the world. The area around his apartment was sealed off and became the dead zone. During his arrest, he killed the Syndicate's exorcist, Grace Bloodlines. For the last 10 years, he has been contained and sedated in the Desolation Cell with inhibitors. Investigator Stylight has logged Henry's possession a decade ago as a case file related to the murder of the council. Is Starlight being overzealous, or do you believe there is something there that warrants investigation? Was someone else involved with Henry's possession and the demonic invasion that spelled doom for the island? We have a couple things on Yuri. But it's not like a lot. No evidence, no evidence, no evidence. I mean, the only person besides Henry. I mean, here's the thing. I wish I could accuse both because it's pretty evident that. Let's accuse Yuri, right? It's mainly Yuri, but it's also kind of. It is Henry did, you know, do it. Like he did get possessed by a demon. Let's. Okay, confirm. Ah, man. Okay.
When love dies,
I believe Yuri
all
pushed
that
Henry down the
remains
path
are
to
the facts.
possession.
Business is
I thought you were supposed to be an investigation freak. You've got nothing on
Show
me.
me your truth.
Don't test me.
Inside a safe in Henry's apartment is one of the forbidden tomes of demonology from the library vaults. Like, how would a citizen get that?
Huh?
What's that got to do with me? Which book? The Grimoire of Majida. A frightful tome. How did a citizen come to obtain one of the one of the restricted texts.
Show me
Present
the
your
truth.
evidence. Construct a truth. Henry told me a stranger supplied him with a tome that would lead to his possession. Someone took a shine to him and slipped him a restricted
What
text.
are you talking
You think
about?
it was me? You're a joke. I had nothing to
What?
do with this. I don't consort with citizens. You'll need better evidence than
Show
this.
me your
Present your
truth.
evidence.
The facts and
Yuri
the
accessed the vault that
truth are
contains the
not
books
the
on
same.
demonology. I believe Yuri took books on demonology and gave them to Henry, preying on a vulnerable mind and pushing him towards communicating with the gods. The plan was for him to become possessed.
Don't
The plan.
make me laugh.
The freak wouldn't know what planet she saw it. She's just making up stories and you're going along with it.
Don't make
Exile
me
caused her
laugh.
brain to rot. You're letting the freak fool you with lies, speculation, and
I
fiction.
don't like
The plan will
this.
become clear in later case files. There's a conspiracy at play, and I need you to trust me. If I get this wrong, you can reverse the conviction. I'll go back to the Idle Lands, and Yuri can walk free. Someone committed the crime to end all crimes, and the path to the truth is a winding
How
road.
dare you?
We cannot go on trust. This is not justice. Do not dare to lecture me on justice. I am justice incarnate. The court trusts the investigator.
Show me your
Present
truth.
your evidence, construct the truth. Nothing else. I have nothing to present. I have considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the blah 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 blah. There is no jury here. I must blah blah blah. I don't think she's gonna go for it.
The court finds
Oh,
you.
okay.
I will be on
This
the
is
next
unacceptable. Do you know who I am? I have been chosen. I will be on the next council. This freak has taken away my destiny. I will burn the syndicate to the
I
ground.
am the leader.
Yuri, be quiet. No. I am the blessed servant of my goddess. I was destined for greatness. I helped you and now I'm going to die.
Craft is its own
These are the
reward.
ravings of someone deceived by a god that's been caught out.
I have a bad feeling
This is true,
about this.
Yuri.
Insufferable.
She promised me a seat on the new council and to retrieve enchanted blue from the real world.
This is nonsense.
Carmelina, you gonna say that for everyone?
I have been
I got
chosen.
Henry on the books on demonology, sent him down the dark path. The plan needed the island to end. Henry provided the answer. The truth lies within a conspiracy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, save here.
Getting saved.
Okay. The murder of Grace Bloodlines. Grace was our chief exorcist and Henry was convicted for her murder which he allegedly committed during his arrest. One Last Kiss seems to think she was set up to die. Grace Bloodlines was murdered 10 years ago. I presided over the trial. I saw the sun's light cast the shadows from the tower and leave only truth visible. The truth may still be in the shadow. Do those terrible events from a decade ago have a link to the tragedy of last night? I investigated it on the behest of One Last Kiss. Who is One
I
Last
don't
Kiss?
like this.
The ghost of Grace Bloodlines. She's on the island. A ghost of a murdered victim 10 years ago is on the
Oh,
island?
you're paying attention,
Is that so hard to believe,
investigator.
Judge? Can you prove you are who you say you are? Haunted Complex Crescent Drifting Sand Satellite. Confirmation. Grace Bloodline's unique blood
The
code.
investigator is here.
One Last Kiss asked me to find her resting spot. I unlocked her blood vial and she confirmed the code independently. It's so nice to see everyone again. What do you have to do with the murder last night?
Enjoy perfect man.
I was
Thank
murdered 10 years
investigator.
ago, allegedly by Henry, who everyone here would have you believe is the council
All
murderer.
would benefit from
It
a
makes you think,
time like
doesn't it?
these.
What if the two are linked? One Last Kiss asked me to investigate her murder. If she believes there is more to it than the official versions of events. Do you suspect her? Wait, what? Asked me to investigate her murder. Do you suspect her? No. No, I believe she's a victim in all of this. Well done, investigator. You have seen the truth clearly. Paradise gets even more bizarre. The trial can continue. Lady Loved Eyes, drive us along the highway of truth. Henry and Grace together. Akiko claims it was a check with Carmelina. Except this digital. Yeah, this. This actually might be Carmelina because like it's coming mainly like Carmelina was the one that told Akiko to basically do this. So we're gonna accuse Carmelina here.
Is this a fact?
I believe Carmelina
or
was
a
the
truth?
architect of her murder. This is nonsense. You have no evidence.
Show me your
Present
truth.
your evidence. When Henry was arrested, Grace was meeting with Carmelina. Carmelina requested to accompany Grace on the exorcism. This is unusual as it would place Carmelina in an unnecessary amount of danger. It may be unusual, but it doesn't prove she is the perpetrator.
We have achieved perfection.
Of course it doesn't. The investigator is trying to prove a fantasy. It may have placed me in danger, but the pursuit of knowledge sometimes requires
Show
risk.
me your truth.
While Grace and Carmelina were en route to Henry, Carmelina sent a message to Akiko. She instructed her to leave Henry and Grace alone together. This message was intercepted before it was scrubbed from the server. Carmelina forgot to use encryption. Architect?
Craft is
I
its
have
own
no
reward.
recollection of this. It sounds like a fabrication.
Show me your truth.
I found a photo of Grace's body that had been excluded from the report. It was hidden on the barrack server. It showed the strangle marks on Grace's neck. Doomjazz took a look at it, and it suggested that they were done by someone who wore a wedding ring.
Crime cannot
Carmelina
hide.
wore a wedding ring at the time when Grace was killed. I suspect that Carmelina killed Grace when Henry didn't step up and do it for her.
We have achieved perfection.
This is tenuous, isn't it? Anything could have caused that mark, couldn't it? Doctor?
Investigator.
It's my firm opinion that this was done by a ring worn by the wedding ring finger. Bruising can contain very detailed information.
I am the leader.
Preposterous. The doctor would say anything to a pretty face.
The island is about
Back
to
off,
end.
Architect.
What?
Leader? We'll see about that. Why would Architect Carmelina have killed Grace? Yuri gave Henry demonology books. Henry was being set up to end the island and possibly be scapegoated for the murder of the
The
council.
investigator
A
is
dead
here.
exorcist means that the demon in Henry would still be around and useful when it came time to pin the blame on someone for last night. When Henry didn't kill Grace bloodlines, Akiko stepped in and framed Henry, giving him a history of murder. This sounds like a conspiracy investigator. I believe so, Judge.
Do
Very
your
well.
job.
Absolutely not. This is a farce. Hold your tongue in the halls of justice.
Show me your
Pres-
truth.
That's it. You have presented. Blah blah blah. With the blood.
The court finds
Carmelina guilty.
Carmelina guilty.
Grace Bloodlines was murdered by the hands of the architect. Hell yeah. We got you, bitch. So this is the truth. Thank you for your work, investigator.
How dare you? What?
This is nonsense. This trial is
Believe
over.
what you want.
Henry will be executed and the freak will be sent back to the Idle Lands. This is my courtroom. I am Justice Incarnate. You do not have the authority to end the trials. You have been found guilty. You will receive your punishment. Trials continue. Hell yeah. Convicting everyone right now. Everyone's has something to do with this. Lady Love Eyes, while you're in here, you do not have access to the phone. Blah blah blah. Save.
Getting saved.
Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? The first Holy Seal that protects the Council is made up of 2 high-ranking God Justice Marshals, fearsome warriors trained to neutralize potential threats. Who or what killed them? Last night, the Taloned Hand of Death reached out for the first Holy Seal guards. They were butchered at their post. Who snatched the life from them? Was it the accused, or is there another truth skulking on the periphery of our knowledge? They were elite marshals and gave their lives guarding our beloved council. How were they killed and why? I have reason to believe the killer may not have reached the seals last night. There is evidence that points to 1 or more killers breaching the seals and planting the tools for murder 2 days ago. What about the murdered guards? They were murdered last night, but their murder may not be tied to the actual murder of
Crime
the
is
council. I will show you the
repulsive.
truth. Investigator, please review case file. Wish to be confused. Is this Akiko again? I mean, there's a lot of evidence for Akiko. Oh shit, there's actually a lot. Of the Holy Seal. so it's not Lydia because she had something else. She was more with in regards to this opening the second Holy Seal. Yeah, all of like the shit with like denying the buff. Yeah, it's definitely Akiko again. Confirm.
Paradise
The
feels...
Grand Marshal holds the
I'll
answers.
kill you.
Narorosito, you're out of your mind. Este plendira hat. And you accuse me of murdering my own marshals. Este bonal.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. They're not your marshals. An unexpected glint of truth in the riverbed of
Got
mystery.
it.
The dead bodies at the first seal aren't marshals. That's a lie, Nanarosito. We're the real marshals.
I have a bad
My
feeling
suspicion
about
is
this.
somewhere in the barracks. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? Dora Missiona Incelestio. Oh, goddamn. This is a courtroom. Keep your language
I
in check.
don't
A blood
like
sample from the
this.
dead guards doesn't match any records for the marshals. She's lying. Her little PDA got it. It's always wrong, isn't it, Akiko? Did Starlight get it wrong? Is this really the truth?
Mine is
This is the truth,
repulsive.
Judge. The blood doesn't match. Those bodies are not marshals. Did you run a DNA test on the
I
bodies?
don't like this.
Dr. Doomjazz told me the server containing the necessary DNA files has been corrupted. Is this true?
Hypothetically.
Yes, Judge. My system's automated backup failed. I checked the one on the moon, and that had corrupted as well. Can we recover the data? The only people that can are on the next island, and we're in lockdown. Do you suspect foul play? There's no way to tell. Troubling. Carry on, investigator.
Paradise feels
Akiko
wrong.
refused to let Doomjazz examine the bodies. Why? She didn't want to dishonor their sacrifice. This is a break in procedure. They gave their lives in service. Their bodies should not be desecrated by an
Crime
examination.
is repulsive.
I believe she's trying to hide that the blood didn't match. Why?
The facts and the
Akiko was in a
truth are
relationship
not
with
the
Captain
same.
Bach, who was stationed at the first seal last night. Don't you dare say his name, Nanarosito. Do not dishonor him with your lies. How do you know this, Love Dies?
Don't test me.
Crimson testified to it. Si stip, Miss Acid? I can't divulge my sources, but it's true.
My love dies.
Relationships between the
All
Grand
that
Marshals and our
remains
troops are
are the
expressly forbidden. Dr. Doomjazz testified that the council had found out about her relationships with her troop. You really can't keep anything for yourself if you see a bit of leg,
I
can
had
you?
nothing to do
I'm
with
sorry,
it.
Akiko. I never thought you were involved in any of this. I'm duty bound to aid an investigation. Did it work? Did you get laid? Fustangio. Enough. Do not taint the sanctity of the Church of
I
Truth.
don't like this.
Ice Kiwami told him that the council were going to strip her of her authority on the next island. If Akiko knew this, it would give her motive to kill the council. Soldiers are sworn to give their lives in service. As their commander, I didn't take the honor of a glorious death from them. Then why did you switch the bodies? The bodies weren't switched. You made this up. And you proved the bodies weren't switched, Grand Marshal? There are records in the barracks.
facts and the truth
Judge, the barracks
are
have become
not the
Kakiko's
same.
own private fiefdom. The marshals are not loyal to the Syndicate or the gods. They are loyal to her.
Crime cannot
Any proof she
hide.
can magic up from the barracks can't be trusted. I agree with your investigator.
Crime cannot hide.
Akiko didn't want her troops to die. She knew about the murder and switched them. Can you prove that?
Paradise feels
Akiko
wrong.
removed the 2 prisoners from the barracks prison. Do you have any proof they are the murdered
Don't
guards? No,
test
but they are
me.
unaccounted for. They were never logged back into the prison after being removed. Can't even make up a convincing story for her
I
lie.
have a bad feeling
Maintenance
about
shed near the
this.
council building shows signs of habitation. There were drag marks and human waste inside.
Crime is repulsive.
Akiko stored them in there and switched them out when the time came. Do you have anything else?
Show me
Present your
truth.
evidence.
Don't test me.
The guards were killed with a damaged blade. A damaged blade. The lacerations on their throat were ragged. This indicates a blade with nicks or damage that would have caused them. Akiko's sword is battle damaged and would have caused the messy lacerations on the victims. Akiko staged the guard murder and scapegoated Henry. This fits with their plan of faking Henry's escape. What's the grand plan? Love dies.
That's it.
We've got more case files to go, Judge. What about the blade Henry was found with? Henry's blade was new. Was a new perfect blade. It doesn't have a serrated edge. It wouldn't have made a ragged cut.
Paradise
Akiko
feels
staged the guard murder and
wrong.
scapegoated Henry.
Don't test me.
She made a mistake or got too cocky though and didn't use the right blade to kill the guards. Do you have anything else?
Show me your truth.
Akiko's alibi has been broken. Do you have anything
Show
else?
me your truth.
When love
Akiko staged the
dies,
guard murder and
all
scapegoated
that
Henry.
remains
She
are
has a
the
previous
facts.
conviction. Why else would she have aided his escape? you have anything
Show
else?
me your
No,
truth.
that's it. That's everything. Good work, Love Dies. Akiko guilty.
Paradise feels
Got anything to
balmy.
say about this one, Akiko? I was ordered to kill my troops. I would never do that. Bonds born on the battlefield cannot be
This is
broken.
nonsense.
That's a
I
lie.
beg your
She's
pardon.
lying. I switched the guards out for prisoners and killed the fake ones. Why didn't you admit it to it when you told us about the rest of your involvement?
Tarfa!
Are you stupid, Tarfa?
course.
Before all of this, I was a soldier. I will be a soldier until I die. Soldiers always see their mission through. I was not going to have my name further tarnished if you hadn't got the evidence. I will be executed regardless. Soldiers must maintain their dignity no matter what. The truth becomes clearer. Okay. We'll save again. We're doing good.
Game saved.
Game saved. KHX is missing. The Syndicate's master craftsman and designer of the second holy seal that protects the council. He hasn't been seen in a number of days. Our craftsman KHX is missing. Was he the victim of a crafted tragedy? He disappeared a number of days ago. Strange for a syndicate member, but suspicious because he crafted the second holy seal. Did someone try to obtain the secret from him? Investigator, do you know what
I
happened
have
to
a bad
KHX?
feeling
He's
about
dead,
this.
lying on the rocks on the coast of the island. Dead. The fangs of death grip this island so tightly. How could this happen? Investigator, please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse. Witnessing. It seems KHX is closer to Dawn. Told me that she had a relationship. This goat hair there. A lot of evidence. Bottom of the cliff along with Yuri's ring. Yuri also shut down the boat trips that would have allowed people to see the body. Did he drag and dump the body? I mean, no one else has any evidence. So that doesn't, like, you know, I don't think Akiko has anything to do with it. It's between Crimson and Yuri. The key is missing and he's going to tell Montserrat that Crimson took it. A long rambling diary. He was very obsessed. She acquired the second seal from him, but they don't witness the key. It seems KHX was obsessed with Crimson, close to his Dorn. She had a relationship to get the secret of the second seal. Okay. The reason why I'm between Crimson Acid and Yuri is because Crimson Acid had the most connection with KHX, right? She had a relationship with him. She got the second seal from him. All of this stuff. She's very involved. KHX's body is at the bottom of the cliff. There's a lot of evidence in Kate. There's a lot of, like, he was obsessed with her. They had the goat hair and everything like that. You know, there's a lot of signs that Crimson was there at the workshop. But nothing actually proves that she killed him. Nothing like is saying, none of my evidence is saying, hey, here's something that shows that she fucking, like, threw him off the cliff, right? The only thing is just, like, she might want him dead because she was obviously using him to get the second seal. It wasn't like she was in love with him. And second, the main thing with Yuri, I guess the difference is that with Yuri's evidence, it shows that he didn't want to, like, show any involvement, right? Like, so first off, the fucking boat ride, it shut down early. That goes against normal orders. Why did the the boat trip end early? Well, because the boat trip would take you right by his dead body, KHX's dead body, and he didn't want to, like, you know, be around that. How did he know that the dead body was around there? Why did he shut it down? That just doesn't make sense. And the fact that he had the ring. KHX had Yuri's ring that was gone missing. Lydia identified it as Yuri's ring. We know it's Yuri's ring. Yuri even said, "This is my ring." I mean, it could be that Crimson grabbed... Crimson knows people, though. She could have found a way to get the ring and then planted it on KHX. You know? Like, that could have happened. Do I believe it? I don't think so. Even though we have more evidence on Crimson, I don't think... Just because there's more evidence showing that there's more of a connection between KHX and Crimson, I don't think that means that she killed him. I think it just shows how much of a connection she has. But Yuri's evidence, it's more like connecting him to the actual murder of KHX. So let's accuse Yuri.
Is this a fact?
I believe Yuri's behind the
Or a
disappearance.
truth?
Want to save me some trouble here and cooperate, Yuri? I'm not going down without the fight, freak. You need to prove
Show
it.
me your truth.
KHX's dead body was clutching Yuri's ring. How do you know it belongs to Yuri?
Don't
Lydia
test
confirmed
me.
it. Yuri had apparently lost it. In this case, he lost it in the hand of a murder victim. KHX had it in a death grip. I believe he pulled it off in the struggle when he knew he was going to die. He held on to it in death to give us a clue.
Worthless.
Someone is trying to frame me. They stole my ring and planted it at the scene. Is there any evidence that the ring had been planted? None. The fist was gripping it tightly. If it had been planted, it would have had to be done before rigor mortis set in.
How dare
You
you?
people are out of your minds. That wasn't
Show
me.
me your truth.
That's true. I think that's the final clue of, like, it can't be Crimson. There are drag marks leading away from KHX's workshop. I believe Yuri killed him to get the key to the second seal and tried to hide his body. Those could have come from anywhere. This is a
Show me your
farce.
truth.
Yuri shut down the boat rides around the island on the same day that KHX went missing.
Got it.
Yuri picked a bad place to dump the body and needed to make sure it wouldn't be found. Yuri?
Insufferable.
Shutting down the boats is one of my duties. There's nothing out of the
Is
ordinary.
this a fact?
Why do it early?
Or a truth?
Who cares about the boats? They're only there for citizens to try and block out the mundanity of their existence for a few minutes. I shut them down early. So what? I was just getting work done.
Show me your truth.
That's it. Was this part of your orders as well, Yuri?
Do you?
Fine,
know
I got the
who
key for the
I
second
am?
seal for her. KHX was an unfortunate
Craft is
causality.
its own reward.
This is the ravings of someone deceived by a god that's been caught out. We'll get to you later. And you got it by force?
This is
It
unacceptable.
wasn't supposed to be like that. I offered him a council seat and hoped he'd churn. We fought and I smashed him with a tool he had lying around. How did you get the key from
You
him?
got nothing
His
on
laptop was unlocked. It wasn't hard to find.
so
I copied the
pathetic.
file, dumped his body,
It
and
is
left.
cowardly to insinuate,
I've
investigator.
considered your truth, ruminated on. Yeah, we already think you have to be guilty. You
The
already.
court finds
Yeah,
Yuri
I mean, like, he already said he was guilty. Lady Love Lies, save.
Getting saved.
Alright, now what? The second Holy Seal. This council constructed a doorway to plateau in space. The dreadful monuments there are used to open the second Holy Seal. What is the second Holy Seal and how was it breached? Take us for a holiday to the land of truth. Let us sip cocktails of facts on the
I
breach of
don't
justice.
like this.
With the help of KHX and the council constructed a puzzle-based monument system on a plateau on a desolated planet outside of our solar system. The door in the council building acts as a portal to this antique part of space.
Ah.
The obelisks on the beach provide the solution to the puzzle and are activated using KHX's key. Or Starlight. The key carries a protocol which handshakes with the obelisk nightmare computer. Starlight can crack it. Investigator, please review your case file and confirm. accuse. Lydia told me that there was a time when she couldn't contact Yuri. She phoned him while she was out the Paradise Gates but couldn't get through. His phone records confirm this. Connected to the so that Yuri accessed them, meaning he knows the secret of the second voice. Humanity knows the secret of the obelisk. So he knows how to get through. Lydia remotely accessed a terminal that contains the secret of the Holy Seal 2 days ago. Did she set this crime up 2 days ago? Kefka log. It looks like Sam opened the blood lock on the third Holy Seal using Kefka Memory's blood sample 2 days ago. Was he preparing the crime? Water damage and corrupted tablet device. It boots up and the login screen confirms that it was Lydia's. It contains a corrupted message from Witness with a data key to the nightmare computer that controls the obelisk on the beach. Dirt. I think it's mainly Lydia. Yeah, it's Lydia. I'm sorry, Lids. LD is gonna. Oh wait, no, I'm the LD because I'm Love Dies. Even though she's LD too. Well, I mean, it's like LDB. But Starlight managed to pull it back up. The most recent modified file is a corrupted message since. It's gotta be Lydia. I'm sorry, Lydia. Ugh, this is a rough one.
Crime cannot
I believe Lydia
hide.
went through the seals. Through the seal.
What?
This is a joke, LD?
Show me your
Present your
truth.
evidence. Construct a truth.
Crime is
I
repulsive.
found Lydia's tablet rammed down a drain. It contains an email with the file. The file is the key to the second seal obelisk. Do you have any idea who the sender was? Witness.
Crime is repulsive.
In addition, Crimson told me that she managed to obtain the key from KHX on behalf of Witness. That's a revelation, investigator.
I have a
It wasn't
bad
relevant to the
feeling about
KHX
this.
prosecution at the time. Multiple parties were out to secure the key to the second seal. So Witness got the key and passed it to Lydia?
I have a bad feeling
I
about
believe
this.
so. Miss Daybreak, do you have anything to
Come
say?
on, LD.
I don't know what LD's talking about. I never saw what that message was. Do you have any proof that she used it?
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence, construct a truth.
I don't.
Overlooking
like
the
this.
obelisk computer is a cliff with tire tracks on. Lydia is the only one on the island with a car.
What?
Oh, come on, LD. That's circumstantial. We used to hang out all over the islands in my car.
Show me your truth.
Got it.
The obelisk nightmare computer had been accessed remotely using a wireless device, presumably from the cliff top. There's a clear vantage point, and using the remote access allows you to obscure the login.
Show me your truth.
On the cliff top, looking over the obelisk, is scratched out sketch in the dirt of the puzzle solution.
Is this a fact?
I believe Lydia used the key
or a
remotely,
truth?
sketched out the solution, and then breached the second seal.
Show me your truth.
When love
I found a
dies,
hidden space
all that
helmet that smells of
remains are the
Lydia's
facts.
perfume. The council uses helmets to breathe in space when they traverse the second seal. Whoever went through the second seal would also need one. You're only linking it to Lydia by her perfume? Any of the council could have used it previously. Lydia's perfume is a unique blend. Only she has the recipe. No one else could have used it with this helmet. Isn't that right, Lydia?
Why?
Don't know what to tell you, LD. Someone's trying to set me up with
What are
that.
you talking about?
I have a unique
LD?
blend of perfume, but maybe someone got hold of it to frame me. Did you find any evidence of
it.
this? No.
Show me your truth.
I got nothing else. What about Lydia's alibi? Tell me about Lydia and Sam's alibi. Lydia told me she was at the Paradise Keys with Sam. They started the warm-ups waiting there while... Oh shit. The Nightmare computer logs us on the gate. On the gate to confirm the warm-up sequence started at 23:57. Have you got anything else that contradicts this? As it happens, an alibi for last night is irrelevant. The crimes began a number of days ago. What do you mean?
Got it.
Yeah, that's right. 'Cause I have found evidence which suggests that Daybreaks were involved with this crime, but their involvement did not occur last
The
night.
facts and the truth.
They breached the
are not
holy
the
seals to
same.
sow seeds of crime 2 days ago. The crime was not one of opportunity. An opportunity was crafted and required prior planning. All evidence I present against them must be taken in this context. Whatever happened last night had the groundwork laid by the Daybreaks 2 days ago. What is this evidence? Trust me, Judge. When we get to it, we'll cover it. The truth is a meal. All ingredients need to be present. I wouldn't do this for anybody else, but there's a reason that I called the investigation freak out of exile. The court trusts you.
What?
What the hell? This isn't right.
It's complicated.
Come on, LD.
Fancy a drink?
After all this time, how could you suspect us? We were waiting to leave paradise.
Bullshit.
This is a joke, LD. You've taken some facts and made a lie, not a truth.
Are you accusing me?
You've twisted the world into a new image. You are wrong, LD. Do not question my decision when you are within the domain of justice. We have stopped at the highway service station of truth. Lydia and Sam's alibi is broken. I have considered your truth, blah blah blah.
The court finds
Lydia guilty. You have been a faithful and devoted member of our glorious syndicate for so long. Why would you turn your back on us now? The penalty for this crime is death. You will be executed by a bullet of justice from the gun of truth. This is the end of your eternal road trip, Lydia. Why? God damn it, LD. I'm dead, right? Damn it all to
I
hell.
don't like this.
Punishment is execution.
What?
It wasn't supposed to work out this way. This was designated to be unsolvable. I never thought you'd be brought back. I helped so I could leave these islands behind. I don't care about Perfect 25. Help who? Witness. He said if I helped, I could leave the syndicate.
Don't test me.
Help with what? Deliver a cargo. I don't know what it was. Heavy as hell though. Almost cracked the axle. I had to get it to the council building a couple days ago. And that's the one with the demon. What was the cargo? No idea. I didn't ask questions. I just got it inside the council building. It was a black security crate. What about the other seals? God damn it. Yeah, those two. I assume Sam helped you? No, LD. It was just me. I really doubt that. You were going to leave the syndicate by yourself?
You'll regret.
It's okay, Lydia.
Yes.
I can't live here without you, can I? If you're guilty, I'm guilty, aren't I?
You are making a
We
wrong
promised each other too
decision.
much, didn't we? That can't be for nothing,
You
kinda.
are making a wrong
We worked together.
decision.
For witness, for Lydia. For witness, if Lydia is going to die, I want to go with her. Heaven sounds better than an island without her, doesn't it? It was 2 days ago, LD. I don't know what the hell is happening in the building last night, but we were in there 2 days
Is
ago.
this a joke,
We followed
LD?
Witness's plan and opened all the seals. We took his crate through and hid it in the
Is
penthouse.
this a fact or a
The
truth?
crime to end all crimes set up 2 days ago. We have a conspiracy, loved eyes.
displeased.
There is no conspiracy.
What?
The guilty are trying to take me down with them, jealous of my righteousness in the face of their heresy.
What the hell are you
It's a
talking
bag
about?
of crap. You promised me and Sammy that we'd be able to leave the syndicate if we helped.
Bullshit.
We knew we shouldn't. We knew whatever you were planning would be an atrocity. We've been here too long.
It's the truth, isn't
There are
it?
only so many millennia that can be endured, aren't there?
What do you
The
believe?
world needs to be
LD?
seen. Islands kill the mind, don't they? The truth becomes clearer. Alright, we've got another conviction. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you do not have access to phones, so let's save now. And
Getting saved.
I think we'll come back to this. We'll come back to the third seal next time.